Dear diarrhea. Truck's running because, APU's a piece of shit. I was going to do this audio presentation last night, but didn't really feel like it. I saw that truck from the movie Duel again. Well, I haven't seen it in 8 years. Yeah. But I was talking about it. I had mentioned it a couple days ago. I don't make this shit up. The universe just keeps, spewing shit my way.
Maybe you should start listening.
Okay, 2 things. No. And no. We good. But yeah, it was pulling a flatbed trailer. I couldn't really tell what was on it, if it was like farm equipment or construction equipment or part of a factory or something. It was weird. But yeah, the other day I had brought that up. Maybe you're just seeing this stuff all the time. You're just not looking, and it's like, yeah, right. All the examples I gave. I mean, the DeLorean, for crying out loud. How many DeLoreans have you seen in your lifetime, dear online family and friends, other than in the movie Back to the Future? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I apologize. But and then about 5 minutes after that, I saw it was a tow truck that had they had removed the flatbed part for some reason, and it had the stripes on it, but it wasn't the dark orange on light orange like that Toyota 4Runner that I've seen 4 times, or at least 4 vehicles that look like that. But it had the stripes like that. It had 2 stripes, and it was pulling a trailer, and it had 2 Jeeps on it from I don't know, the late 70s or so. It looked older, but they were weird looking Jeeps. They looked like they were made in Africa or some shit. They were all wonky looking. Maybe they were made in Britannia. So shit. I think that's it. That's all I saw, baby. Hey. Speaking of fate and fakeness and all that shit, Kosinaboo, how's my little Bonita bear? I was just thinking, it's July. Oh, shit. I'm back in the fucking mountains again, and I guess it's good, that I'm, keep heading up this way during the summer. And, I started thinking, I'm glad I won't have to drive, do the mountain chain up thing, this upcoming winter. I've had enough, because I'll be driving a bulldozer. And it got me thinking about you and I, and this year's going to be our first Christmas together. Cuddling under the covers and sipping hot cocoa I'd say out on the deck, but the snow blows in from the wrong direction. Frequently it's like, well, shit. So I could put up like a big awning type thing or whatever it's called, like a curtain, like an outdoor patio curtain, that's made out of like an outdoor furniture type stuff. And kind of rig something up and run it across there. It's got the triangle, it comes to peaks. I'd have to. What'd I say? You know me so well. What did I mean to say? What was I going to say that I was too lazy to say, so I just made noises? Like I said, when the first kid's on the scene, he or she will be doing stuff, and you'll be like, you totally learned that from your father. And then I'll be doing stuff, and you'll be like, oh my God, they're learning from each other now. I have 2 children in my life, and one of them is, my husband. And then I don't know when you want to start, I don't know when you want to start our family, boo. Because let's face it, you and I are you and I, and that's cool and stuff, but we're not really a family, So you're probably gonna, you're young yet, right? And like I said, I don't count, right? Guys are like special, right? Because I'm old as fuck, but within reason, of course. But so I'm ready whenever you are, boo. But if you want to do the newlywed thing, do the honeymoon, of course, do some traveling and shit, Because when the kids are younger, that's going to be out of the question. There's going to be like a period, where traveling is going to be difficult. Like hopping on an airplane and going to Europe, Hopping on an airplane and going anywhere. Hopping on an airplane and, taking a 2-hour flight. I mean, the flight's bad enough, because whatever, but I mean, if they're little babies, it's damn near out of the question, at least unless you're a glutton for punishment. But, in order for them to have fun and, be old enough where they can, like, if they encounter something that doesn't make them happy, it's not going to ruin their world. They're mature enough to, get through stuff, and then 6 hours later, they're like, yeah, again, I mean, you know how those silly kids be. But sometimes, kids are like, women. They can be petulant little brats, and they know not what they want. They don't know what they want, and they know not what they do. So, which is why they need guidance, which is why they need to be trained up in the way they should go, which is why, single mommies produce so many, criminals and psychopaths and brats and people throwing fits at Domino's Pizza because this is the, 8th time, in a row that this guy has stolen 2 pizzas from you. Oh, I don't know, manager boy. Maybe something needs to change here. It's not raw, you just don't like it. Bye, Felicia, bye. Apparently that's a thing. I was going to say, is his name like Frank or something? But this is one, I guess it's a thing. So. Yeah. So. But, I'm sure you're within your legal, rights to do that. Anyway, so there'll be a year where we don't, and then when they're older, and then, but, so this year will be our first Christmas together, but wait till, we have our first kid. We'll get him a little onesie, with the little feet, and stuff, and it'll say baby's first Christmas on it, and, we'll get a picture, and all that, it can be snowing outside, Again, we'll be, Christmas tree will be lit up in the living room, you know. We'll have the door open so we kind of have the warm glow, you know, coming in through the door to set the ambiance. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas time, a time for cheer, a time for beer. I only said that because it rhymes. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas time. And to let the baby, you know, we'll have the crib in the room, obviously, you know, but you know as well as I do that baby won't be spending much time in that crib. It'll be in the bed between you and I. This is the onesie, just kind of moving around. Yeah. Give it a little yawn, you know. Yes. So. My sister and my mom both knit, too, by the way, so we could have them make like a custom onesie. So. I should probably learn how to sew as a man. I've said that before, you know. Well, you never know. I might need to, like, make my own pair of pants, you know. They did it back in the frontier days. Men made their own pants out of deer hide and shit. You know? So, I can't just depend on you, plus my little Bonita bear. You know I love you. But, let's face it. You probably don't know how to sew. If I had to bet, because I don't know you, I mean, yet. I'm gonna know soon. I will know you almost as well as I know myself. But as of right now, I'm gonna say no. You don't know how to sew. You don't know how to do a lot of things. You know, you're a modern girl, right? Like I said, I think you're kind of learning to cook because you showed you were making like toast or something like that. Oh man, you made some microwave Korean cuisine, you know. It's like, you know, there was some, you know, brand, you know, I forget, you know, but I have a jumbo box of it. I need to get stocked up. You know, like I said, if the zombie apocalypse happens tomorrow, I'm not prepared, so, you know, whatever. Like I said, I'm all talk. But it's solid talk. It's not just theory. Proof of concept is, you know, not an issue. I mean, it's real talk. It's just, you know, talk. But anyway, guess that's all I gotta say, baby. So here's to us. Here's to our future. Here's to family Christmases and family vacations. Here's to all the love, warmth, and happy memories.